What's going on, guys? Sorry I'm sounding fun. Just want to let you guys know I apologize for not being on the last couple of days. Maybe about probably about a week. I had a little accident with my health, and I don't sound like this right now, slurring my words. I had a seizure a couple of days ago and went to the hospital about 3 or 4 times because I ran out of medication, and it's kind of gets me down every time I think about it, and it hurts when I eat. Hey Jen, but I am doing a lot better, but I still have, the head shakes because of it, but I am doing a lot better, and trying to pay attention at the same time of walking, of trying to make sure I don't get hit by cars. But what happened was I was running low on medication, and I kept running out of medication because these doctors that we have here are cuckoo and stupid as hell. And when I had the seizure the other day, I had a doctor told me that he was not going to give me any medication, that I should go home, go sleep it off, and everything else. And I wasn't too happy with him, and he kept, getting mad at me and everything else, and I was getting mad at him. But I'm doing a lot better. I did get my medications refilled, which I'm very happy. Okay. You take sweet time now. But I am feeling a lot better. The tongue has been bitten, which mostly everybody has done, bit their tongue and everything else. I bit my tongue all the way from this side all the way over and down the middle, and every time I eat something, it burns the hell out of it. It feels like I'm putting stuff on it, and it doesn't feel too good. Sometimes the food doesn't taste good. Every time I, have, dinner or snack or whatever, I've been eating stuff that is that I have to crunch down and make it into like a sort of a shake. I had to do that the other day because of the biting my tongue and everything else, but it was good. It was pretzels. I just got done having dinner, and it was something soft. It was okay. But I am feeling a lot better than I did, and but I still got the head shaking a little bit, but it's so much that I can do about it. Now it's like when I get my medications, I have to keep on it, and not make it a hassle of doctors, because I got like a piece of paper, I think I got in trouble for it, that that there were some doctors that they were saying for it that they were talking about, saying that I was seeing too many doctors for my medications when I already saw two, and that they were being really hard on it. And then when I went to see the doctor after the seizure, I had a doctor gripe at me for no reason, tell me that I can't give you medications, blah, 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 you know, because you're coming in way too much, and saying that they can't give me my medications until I, you know, have money, and that I have to get it from the drugstore. And I'm going, well, if you guys ain't giving me my medications, I'll just take you to things and turn you guys in for not giving my, you know, medications, and, you know, for being really stingy for me and everything else, and trying to be a badass and everything else, especially for one doctor. And there's been a couple of times where I've fallen asleep, where I'm not feeling too well, and there's been a couple of times where I've fallen asleep at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and everything else. And it's mostly because these doctors here, they don't know what the hell that they're talking about. But there's some doctors that I liked. They did keep me in the hospital for at least a couple of days. Then after I left, they sent me home, and it was like, then I came back, didn't have medications and everything else, and it was just pain and everything else. And then going back, oh, thank you. I hope so. Yeah, it was a grand mal seizure that I had. It felt like I was having problems with it and everything else, and, you know, because, you know, I'm running out of medication and have to go to the hospital and back home, then have to stay overnight, and, you know, back home, and it's just, it was just back and forth, you know, from the hospital and everything else. And they told me that I had to walk home, that I didn't have no money, and I wasn't, I used those when I was younger. Yeah. I've had them since I was probably 12, 13, or 14, since I was younger. Sorry about that. And then everybody was telling me that, is there a problem with you? You know, you got that Ronald Reagan, you know, shit going on with your head. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I said, what Ronald Reagan shit? And they told the doctor, and they said, he's got the Ronald Reagan shit. And they're like, oh, you talking about I can't think of the name of it, but I mean, and then the doctor looked at it and they said, oh, yeah, he's got a little bit of it, but not much. And I'm just, you know, and everybody's looking at me, staring at me, and going, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Why are you asking me all these questions? I'm okay. And, you know, it's that is because I have a problem with my health. I've, you know, dealt with it since, you know, at a young age, probably, 30 something years ago that I've dealt with it. And it doesn't bother me except for, you know, the seizure and everything else. And everybody's just asking me over and over again, how do you live with it? Oh, I have it too. You know, I heard what happened at home. And it's like going, please, I'm getting tired of hearing it. I'm fine. It was something that I have to deal with each day. You know, some people have it, some people don't. And yeah, it's just getting tired of hearing it over and over again. And I had one person come up to me and say, are you okay? Why is your head shaking? Yeah. I've had, you know, with me being epileptic and, you know, dealing with other problems and everything else, and, you know, I have to live with it day by day. And they asked me when I was there, how's your back? And I'm like, oh, my back is fine. And they took x-rays and they saw that I have problems with the bone in my back that's pushing in on the vertebrae of the 1 and 2 vertebrae, and it's just one of those I have to live with. I've dealt with a lot of things with extra, you know, health problems, and but I don't let it get it down. But I just don't let it get it between me and, you know, my health and everything else. Hello, Charles. Talking about the health problems that I had the other morning. Woke up in the middle of the night with people in my house. I had a seizure, and I had the fire department and the ambulance people, and they asked me, are you going to get your ass up out of bed? Because we're going to take you to the hospital, and we'll see what the doctor's going to say. I get to the hospital, and they said, well, we're not going to give you medications. We're just going to let you, you know, take the medications, you know, when you get them. And I'm like, okay. And I got my medication, so I'm doing a little bit better. So that's what's going on. I've went to dinner, and I'm happy about that. Got to see my friends. But the only problem that I have is I forgot to buy my River Festival button, and so I have to find money just to get the button and sneak in, because we have music coming up. Let's see, we got Morris Day on the time next week. We have I think it's Tin Lizzy that's gonna be here in the next couple of days. I've even had helicopter flying over my house, and it felt like I was being bombed, but it was just a helicopter flying back and forth and everything else. Thank you. Let's see. We've had we have the medallion hunt, but I don't know if anybody has found it yet, but I haven't looked in the paper. But a lot of people have, gone over there. So I guess we'll just head over there without a River Festival button and see what's going on. I am in the downtown area. Where it's at, it's way, probably about 3 or 4 blocks away. So it's close to where I live. And everything will go well. Just gonna see what's going on. We had the fireworks. We also had got some really nice cars that are parked in the street. We were supposed to have a lot more things out on the street, out toward this way. I haven't seen it yet, and we have buses driving by. It sucks. Let's see. My roommate said that him and a friend of his is going to put a vehicle, a beautiful vehicle that I don't know what type of car it is. Probably a Mustang, probably about a 67 Mustang. Every Friday nights, in a parking lot they have car shows, and which is pretty cool to have a car show. And so the car shows are pretty cool here. We have a lot of different things going on over the weekend that's coming up. I think Wednesday is going to be a ice cream sandwich competition where don't have a charity of your choice of the sandwich ice cream, contest and social, and also have the funnel cake eating contest and everything else. But that's gonna be good to eat because I did it last year, and I'll probably go back and do it again and everything else. Where I'm standing at is at the Wichita Orpheum Theater. And it's a beautiful place to go. There's a lot of movies that are coming up with the anniversary film series. Got Grease sing-along. Then you got Once Upon a Time in the Old West, Animal House, Enter Dragon, Hocus Pocus, Coming to America, and Christmas Story. You also have Eddie Griffin. He's going to be here June 16th. Which is especially if you want to see Eddie Griffin in concert. In case you guys haven't heard, Dynasty Young is getting back with his former bandmates, and they're going to bring back Mr. Roboto and others that Dynasty Young did. We have other music that's coming the next couple of days. We have Morris Day and the Time that's coming up. I think Tin Lizzy's going to be here, and other things that's they're going to be here. We have a lot of things going on. I'm losing my hat. So that's what's going on right now. It's River Festival going on. Tomorrow they're going to be having River Festival in the park for lunch and other things to not that far. If you live in Oklahoma City, wherever, time and everything. I just want to say thank you for everybody. Paylon, Jennifer B, Everybody else that came by to see me, thank you very, very much. So I'm having problems right now of talking. So don't forget what I heard tonight. This may be the last night or the last day that YouTube is going to have slot videos on people's channel for YouTube. So tonight, catch slots, stop by, say hi, say sorry that this had to happen. Rich told me to stop by and say hey, let him know that I sent you by. Check other slot channels and say hi to them. Say hi to Mackenzie and everybody else. So I'm out of here. So keep your head high, feet on the ground, and if you stick your tongue out, it might be chopped off. So long, everybody. Have a good night. Bye-bye.